Boom, what's up with it? What's up? I'm in here. This is Wye Nott Studios of Tulsa, Oklahoma. You watching Big Wayne 918. Man, y'all better love, like, and share. Tap in right now. Look here. I love it.
Boy, BIGWAYNE918, and I'm back. Yo, everybody's been telling me I need to get some sisters up on my channel, okay? Some sisters on here. Y'all know I don't do nothing. I got bosses, artists. Well, I got a boss and an artist with me today, okay? Yeah, she's the boss. It's in the lock goddess.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, them locks. Look at that. You see my video. When y'all watch my videos, it's gonna be full of locks. You know what I'm saying? Okay. The eyelash lady. You know what I'm saying? She got many titles because she's a boss of many things. But I'm going to go ahead and let her take it away from me. Go ahead and tell my viewers who you are and what it is you be doing, okay?
I'm in here.
You in this thing, okay?
Yeah. What's up now? Y'all know what it is. That girl, Big Wye Nott. Wye Nott Studios, that's what we call me. You know, like you said, there are many titles. You call me a jack of all trades, and I'm a master of many. I call myself the Black Martha if you want to, baby. What you want?
Oh, the Black Martha? That's a new one. I didn't know about that.
Get the Black Martha. You come get your kids, babysit. You come. I got the macaroni elbow.
Oh, wait. You doing babysitting?
Hey, whatever to make the dollar. I appreciate you coming on.
Hey, man, I got to, man. I'm up here in Wye Nott Studios, okay?
Oh, let me get in.
We up in the studio, okay?
Man, we relaxing.
In the studio in this thing.
It's been a long day, locking all day. Shout out to the customer before you, whatever that is, that 1942, 72, 77. It was one of them. It's one of them burgundies. Bourbons.
My man had to drink though. I didn't say nothing. I was gonna say something.
He was about to pass out though.
You gotta get it how you live, man.
Gotta get it. He was sweating. He was about to pass out. I had to hurry up and get him out.
But you know, I fall asleep all the time when they doing my hair.
Yeah.
I mean, not from being drunk, but I be falling asleep.
I think he was feeling good because if you would have seen the way that bottle looked before you got here.
It looked like it was a dent in it.
Yeah, it was
a good dent in it.
And a Starbucks cup. I have on comfortability and I strive on one person at a time. If one person, that's what that's why I was like, it just me and you, correct? Or
Yeah.
I feel like a one-on-one connect. One-on-one connect is how you gonna get to know who you talking to, and that's the only way you're gonna get your miracles and your blessings is that one-on-one conversation.
Right.
I mean, there's some cases where you might just, boss up, bless up, and God send money out of heaven. But other than that, he got to use the universe to activate you through people. And that one-on-one connection, you never know if you're sitting next to a millionaire. I feel like that one-on-one connection could catapult you to your next, idea, career, financial blessing.
Yeah.
So I always require this just to be me and the person, just me and that guest.
I also appreciate it, man. I appreciate you letting me come on in the studio, you know what I'm saying?
He came over, I was shocked. I said, well, I be. Come on over here, let me get some of that wine.
Hey, man, I don't be playing. I be for real, man. I'll reach out to do these interviews.
I love it.
I appreciate you. I really appreciate it. We have some challenges. We try to get up and do before have some challenges.
And that's that hard work.
But we came back, and I appreciate it because you showed up. I showed up, and we here in the studio.
Man, y'all make sure you like my boy, and you subscribe, you pass it around. And even if you don't even go into detail of the video or of his YouTube, it don't take nothing to say. Even if you don't read it, listen to it, like it.
Like that junk, okay? But you gotta want to watch it. You see what I got?
Watch it. You gotta watch it.
You know what I'm saying?
You gonna watch it.
It's some heat, man.
They gonna watch something, man. I've been following you on Facebook for a minute now. I thought you was way somewhere else.
Man, I just been in Tulsa.
I didn't know. So when you reached out, I was like, he here in the T.
Yeah, I be in the T.
In the town.
You know, hey man, I be looking out because everybody do locks. You do locks, man. I'm most likely from. Man, you know what I'm saying. they need to be redone, but they luscious. They luscious. They need to be redone right now though. You know what I'm saying?
He came over here with
low key shopping. You know what I'm saying?
He came over here with the waves in the front, like you got them joints. You got that friends laid down. Boy.
Yeah, that's when. Hey, that's when you got that new growth, and it's time to get them redone again. Hey, but my edge up. You know, can't nobody
hide that new growth. Yeah. You got it good right there. You got that tucked.
Hey, you know what that is?
For them braiders, that's called that tuck. He got his lock game.
Hey, my tuck game is vicious. Okay.
He got a good smooth. Hey, I had to put a cap. My tuck game. Hey, your girl is lock queen. My tuck game on this never. It ain't. This is the tuck game right here.
Yo. Right. Yo, let me tell you what I did though. My hair is clean though. I washed it like a few days ago. But what I did when I was getting out, I noticed I had them in braids, but because it's summertime, I be trying to work out, I be trying to lose some weight, so I've been working out. You know what I'm saying? So my edges get all sweaty. Yeah. And once I have dry scalp. Okay. And so when they get dry like that, I just give up. I just like, you know what? I can't keep faking the front. I gotta wash them.
Gotta wash it. So what are you washing? I'm nosy.
No. Real talk. I'm gonna tell you because I have a very dry scalp, and please don't make fun of me. I use if I don't go to if I'm not in the beautician or if I'm not getting fresh, I'm using Selsun Blue.
That's what's up.
Because I have very dry scalp.
That Selsun Blue is what's up, and you can also double back with some Doodle Assam.
You said
Doodle Assam. Doodle Assam. It's Doodle Assam. It's like a black soap and it's real strong. Okay. And it's in a liquid form, and it does the same thing. It gets that dry scalp, gets the day. When you say dry scalp, is it dry and flaky or is it just dry and itchy?
It's like some frosted flakes.
Oh yeah, you good. You just got to like the light look. Yeah, you good.
Back in the day, I was using sulfur 8 back in the day when I had in early 2000s everybody had the braids. I had the braids going. I was using sulfur 8. And even though it smelled medicine-y, but it'd be working though.
Right. So why you don't use sulfur 8 now?
You know what? That's a good question. I'm gonna start back to using that junk. Okay?
Because you said I give you a little dose. I give that sulfur 8. I used to mix that sulfur 8 with my Jerry curl back in the day. They thought, they thought I had Indian in my family. That's how I got started in the hair game.
Oh yeah? You've been doing locks for 20 years?
I've been doing locks for
22 years.
22 years.
So you started doing locks.
And mine's touched the ground 4 to 5. This is my 5th time going to the ground.
Good Lord.
My 5th time going to the ground.
You see how long things is.
I got this one ducktail that drags the ground, and I only let him down when I'm at home. But this baby, she does. Here we go.
Can I?
Yeah, she does the ground.
Cause usually, I haven't seen the dread this long.
That's my duck.
And I don't just be letting anyone touch my hair. You know what I'm saying? Cause
I don't either.
Look, I tell people only the hands of a melanated queen can touch this hair.
I usually don't let nobody touch my hair just because people's spirits is weird. Yeah. I had a chick tell me that when I first started out. She was like, I wasn't doing it for a spiritual thing. I just seen the hustle. And I knew how to braid hair. You know, they always got to, they say back in the day, all Cali girls know how to braid. And you better learn how to braid because all the dudes back in mud, they all had hair. We up here, they come on. That's when I see more of the ball fading and all that other stuff. But back at home, they either had dreads or they had, the braids. So I did, our curls. So I, wanted to keep my boyfriend at the chick I took him from.
Oh,
yeah, with my boy. That's the only reason why I got to do hair like that.
Oh, she was in the crib braiding it up.
In the crib braiding it up. But the difference between me, I wasn't for to let him sit between my legs. That's how I knew it had to be something. Yeah. He was about to sit in that chair and be uncomfortable for my braids. Yeah. And I just, after that, and plus I was bad, and my mama wasn't paying for my hair no more. And, I watched the smoker. My mama used, they said the smoker finger. She had smoker fingers. She could braid anything. I would watch her braid my hair so much, and I'm a good mimicker. I could mimic real good. And just...
let me get in there and do that.
One day on my 15th birthday, when there came out with that fresh jerry curl, I promise you my curl didn't look like no jerry curl. It looked like the Indian in the family, boy, out there was hating on me. That's how I started getting my first little clientele. And plus the little boyfriend, braid them up, curl them up, braid them up, and use that, what you just said there. I took that sulfur 8, the liquid form, and they used to call it dog mane. And I mixed it with some Hawaiian silk.
They used to have to fight ringworms, didn't they?
Yeah.
Back in the day, that's old school right there, boy. Hey, we really going back on this thing, man.
They did. My grandma used to put that on. I mixed that sulfur and that Hawaiian silk with some olive oil.
Okay.
And it just hit different. And I put those braids up in there, and the next thing you know, my mama garage turned into a little spot.
Little salon thing.
Yeah, turned into a little spot, get some money, you know. And then I got here, I put them locks in my head and moved up here from Cali and worked in the nightclubs, and everybody was like, man, I want locks like yours. I want locks like yours. And I was like, man, I'm gonna start doing locks. I'm gonna start, because all these other ladies is promoting perms, weaves, and braids, and I just gotta be different.
But you know what? It's a lot of people doing locks, but and I can tell you from firsthand experience, when you get your locks retwisted by somebody who really is like subpar, it make you feel some type of way. Right. And you know what? I reached out to you because I knew you was official. I seen your work.
Amen.
So I knew you was official in the game, for real.
Thank you. You know, a lot of people ain't gonna give him a shout out in the team, but that's why I'm glad you came and hollered at me. Wye Nott is your first dreadlock source. And a lot of these ladies now, forgive me if some of the ladies in the team, hey, y'all been doing locks. I love it. Keep the twisted, stay booked. But you know you came through by looking at your girl first. I'm the first dreadlock source, man. The first dreadlock shop. Man, I was 22 years. Some of these ladies is only 22 years. Hey, I remember my brothers and them telling me I wasn't going to get paid. They said I wasn't going to get paid, bro.
Oh, that was a lie.
They said I was not going to get paid. They said, we don't do, you from California, you know how to toss and talk. We don't do that here.
Yeah.
They don't got locks here.
Yeah.
That's Cali, or you need to go to New York.
Yeah.
We don't do that here. And I started one lock climb, and in 2000, I think it was like 2000. 2000.
This was in 2000?
This was in 2000.
For sure.
I asked every person that said coming to me, what made you start your locks?
I've always just liked my hair.
Okay.
I used to wear the waves back in the day, had the 360 joints popping off. You know what I'm
Tell
saying?
you, because you got them locks waved up there in the front, I can tell.
I used to have the waves.
I can tell.
I used to have the waves popping. And then I grew my hair out my senior year high school. Moms made me cut it off, you know, they old school. You know, they used to, the brothers having long hair. She's like, you gotta cut your hair. So she made me cut it for graduation. So I had to cut my hair. I start over. I went my freshman year in college, I grew it back out. I probably cut it around the time I pledged. And then I just didn't cut it I didn't grow it for a long time. I was like, man, you know, I ain't never had locks. I don't know what was keeping me from getting them, because it's ain't no going back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I couldn't really grasp the thought of having one hairstyle. But now that I started my locks, I've grown my hair since 2014. I haven't had a haircut. Yeah, 7 years. And I don't understand why more people aren't locking their hair anyway.
It's a natural hairstyle known to man. You know, I'm more holistic with the locks, you know what I'm saying? You can't just come over here and expect for me just to retwist you, throw some gel on you, put some clips on you, put you underneath the dryer. If I see something that's an underlying health issue, we're going to talk about it. I started locks like, it was in an era where I started my locks in 99. And being a Southern California native and Hollywood, LA scene, you got judged a lot about your hair. Like, you know, they wanted the long hair. And even though I had the long hair, but if you didn't have the long hair, flowing hair, you kind of like got discarded a little bit in certain areas in the industry. And I was like, you know what? You know, I want to be able to rub my fingers through my hair like I do my braids. But I want it permanent, and I want them just to grow long. But I don't want them to look like Whoopi, though. You know, And so I twisted my hair up, and it was after a hard time in my life. It was kind of damaged. But as it started just growing, I can't believe I even made it this far. Sometimes I look like, damn, girl, you've been having these in your hair for a minute. Like all your 20s, all your 30s. And
so this is 10 years. How many years of growth is this?
This is 20. My daughter has just turned 23 last week. This is 22 years of growth.
So for those of you You know, some of y'all ain't got locks. I don't know why personally, but some of y'all ain't got them. This is what you call a flex right here, okay? But this is on some natural stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? It's some natural stuff, man.
Natural stuff.
I mean, people don't understand the camaraderie with this.
Right.
Thing, you know?
Well, you know, you got some people that do, but I definitely believe this is a lifestyle. This ain't no hairstyle for me. God told me, I mean, it just, you know, once I ran into God and He ran into me, and I got an understanding of, you know, creation, and I just started thinking about some things like, you know, they didn't have flat irons and perms and all that other stuff in creation days.
No.
And where I come from, where my ancestors come from.
And none of that stuff.
You know, they had berries, and then even in the Bible has changed so many ways. But I remember my first time ever reading the Bible as a young girl, and it says, "Thou shalt not cut thy locks of hair." And then the next thing I remember was the Book of Solomon, because I was like, dang, God kind of nasty in the Bible.
Do it, man.
And she said, "I love thy locks that are black like ravens. I love thy tresses." So I looked up tresses. Tresses mean individual braids. And I started, King Nebuchadnezzar had dreads in his beard. Jesus had locks. Samson had locks. So all those people was people of strength.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? And so then I started studying all around the globe, different places like Thailand and you know, even some Japan. Some of them warriors wore locks because it signified their strength.
Yes.
And then I looked up one of the goddesses that started the Revolution War between Jamaica and Cuba. And they went up there when they were trying to make them slaves. And she went up there in those mountains, and they plaited their hair in locks. And they would come down out the camps, and they would raid the camps and take all their people back that Cuba and whatever Britain, whatever was trying to steal and keep the people slaves. And they would come down with their hair with like bones and sharp objects in their hair where they could fight, because they're gonna be out there fighting for long hours trying to get their people back. Even the caveman days.
Yeah.
Look closely at your caveman. It was matted. They had big bones that they used to comb out the hair, but it was matted. So then I realized that maybe that's where my hair is my glory. That's why he said that's why he loved that lock. How was it gonna get your glory? The locks sustain so much pressure, so much life. You can remember stages that when you first started out, and you look now like, dang. Look at those pictures and be like,
I remember when they first started. They was, you know what? Let me tell you what I did. How I grew mine out. When I grew mine, and mind you, I know nothing about rebound locks. Man. I knew I wanted some, and I knew they were dope. I grew my hair for probably about a year. I was rocking braids.
Okay.
This is like 2014, 15. I had braids. My hair was I had a big ass afro when I got ready to start my locks. Man, so I got them twisted, and I'm thinking I'm about to just be flowing like this. Yeah,
they do it every day. I see it every day.
You know, just like this. You know, they just move. So they put them in there. I was like, okay, these are really good. These are good.
And they pooped out on me.
Man, even after you wearing a hat, they like this.
Yeah.
And then they not freely moving either.
Yeah.
And so I was like, no, my hair's not trained, but it's a journey.
It's a journey, and it teach you patience.
So yeah, it's definitely a journey. Definitely.
It would teach you patience.
Definitely.
I had to reassure a lot of people every day that, like, unless you're getting some lock extensions or somebody else's locks put in your head or something kind of permanent set at that
it's
moment,
not gonna be like.
Even then, they not gonna.
And even I've seen people with long hair, and even let me tell you, when I twisted them, I thought they was gonna be long, like just.
That shrink is.
Man, I'll tell you, it was like this long.
Right.
And my hair, my afro was like this. I mean, I had a Bone Thugs and Harmony afro, okay?
Okay, you had
it.
First
of the month, all that. I was flowing like that.
It was with the train and it was blowing and stuff like that.
All that. I was Bone Thugs and Harmony, okay? Man, I got my locks twisted. They was like this long. It was like that long.
I can see that.
I'll take off the do-rag. I was like, they look perfect the first day. The next day, they like.
Yeah, everywhere.
Now, my son, his hair, I feel like his hair didn't take no time to lock. And I guess some people is just like that.
Everybody's scalp is different. Everybody hair texture is different. So some people, my son, his locks locked up in 2 months. Versus some people that might take 6 months. Some people might take up to. It takes up to 2 years for your locks to, to lock.
I believe it.
From root to end fully. It takes 2 years for your locks. I'm gonna repeat that for some of these people watching that. It takes 2 years for your locks to fully lock from root to end. 2 full years. Now, some people reach it for quicker than others. Like I say, some people can reach it in 2 months, like my son did. Some people can reach it in 4 months, 6 months, 8 months, a year, year and a half, 2 years. Don't get disencouraged. It's not going. They not. And then when they stick up like that and they frizz out like that, don't take it as a bad accord. Don't take it as a bad thing. That's the best thing that can happen for you. I actually went through a transition in my life after year 20. No, I say after year 19. I was going through a divorce and separation, and my mother was sickly back at home in Cali, and I cut my locks off. And I tell you, that was like the most lost. I couldn't cut them off here in the Tito. I had to go back home. I had to go back home where I started them at, and I went home and I sat on the side of the mountain for about 6 months and just had to get my mind right. But I kept these braided around a hanger. And everybody's like, you should throw those away. You should, all the years of strife and toss, you should put those back in your head. But I could not. I mean, I think I wore them out for maybe a year and a half, and I started some more twists in my head till I could join. And one day I went in the bathroom right after my mother passed, and I came out, and you should have seen my son's face and my kids, because I was in there, maybe it didn't even take me that long. Usually, in my clients, it's like they jumped back into my scalp.
Yeah.
As soon as I grabbed it and started braiding my hair, it was like all the stuff that I had to do for my lock clients, I didn't have to do for my locks. They were used to being in there. This was the vision. This is what funded the locks. Is what the provision that funded the vision. And Wye Nott Studio, in case y'all don't know, I do locks, lashes, and eccentric photography. I love affirming women. My duty here is not only to do the locks, because to teach people how our people, that this is a lifestyle, this is our lifestyle, this is what we were born with, this is what we were born with, and this is our glory, and this is our strength. So now that I have accomplished that for 22 years, now it's time to I work on affirming women.
Okay.
I love affirming women that been through the struggle. I love affirming guys too. I got a little niche for that too. And that comes through musically kind of, but my eccentric photography and the lashes taught me how to kind of get one-on-one with the ladies, because when I first started doing locks, it's all guys.
Yeah.
That's 90% of the with most of the time. So I run into ladies like, where you get that strength from? And I'm usually because of the guys most of the time.
Yeah.
And some of the life struggles I've been through and have faced, I love affirming ladies. So they come in here feeling one way and leave another way. And it actually taught me, just like the locks did, patience. The eccentric photography taught me how to love myself.
Okay.
In a way that I always expected someone else to love me, if that makes sense. Because a lot of ladies, we grow up, we're taught that someone is supposed to love us and marry us and all that other stuff. So when things don't work out that way, we're shattered, we're depressed, or we're bitter.
Yeah.
And that's when insecurity set in. So then you're your own worst critic.
The eccentric photography. Okay, I looked through them. You got a ton of beautiful people on there, beautiful models, very eccentric. I don't know if my viewers ain't never seen her photography. It's very tasteful, very sexy. It's a whole lot about it. There's really some true art to this. So what's the process like whenever people, they come show up for a photo shoot? They say, look, I want to wear this, this, and this. Or I want to look this way. Is there something specific you're trying to capture with them?
And so let me show you. Wye Nott is not I'm not your typical photographer when it comes to eccentric photography.
Okay.
So this is like an Airbnb. So it's like 3,900 square feet of. I got a private house in the back where they come and the ladies book me for the weekend or a week, And during that whole week, we pick out different fantasy ideas, realistic ideas, life photography. Like, say you've been through something, you've been through pain. So we'll capture that pain, but we'll also capture the joy after the pain.
Okay.
So you come and the ladies book sessions with me, and you could come and do a pop-up and get some photos taken. But the main thing is when you come, you book. It's like an Airbnb. It's a photography Airbnb. You have your own room. You have totally access to the studio all weekend. I feed you. I pamper to you, massage you, your mind, your body. I do your lashes. If it's locks, I do your hair, natural hair.
Okay.
And I dress you in eccentric,
attire,
clothing. I got a whole closet full of kind of just jewels, whatever you think of. I got a whole little closet, and you could bring your girls. You could have like a slumber party, or you could just do you. But the main key is when you walk through the door. That's when the affirmation starts. We start affirming you. That's when you start affirming yourself.
Okay.
And so you take that whole session, and if it's a day session, or even if it's 3 days and you spend the whole weekend here, as soon as you come through the door, the affirming starts.
Okay.
So about time it's done, you leave with more affirmation. It's something that you can. I try to give them something that they could either burn and leave.
Mm-hmm.
Like we'll burn it and leave it. This is what we're getting off of us, so we can receive the new. Or you leave with something that you can repeat yourself. So when you look at these pictures, you are affirming yourself every time. You can remember that session. You can remember that session.
That's deep, because when people come to you, they're getting a full experience.
Full experience.
Excuse me. You also use the word affirmation a lot. You affirm yourself, and that really comes from a place of love.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Because if
nobody
love you, you gotta love
that is affirmation is a part of love language.
Right.
And so that's what's up, man.
I love hard. I'm a little mean with my love, but it's assured love. I mean, because I don't think God ain't around here, the universe ain't around here piggybacking and pancaking the love. I need that love that gives instruction and the guidance. So yeah, and we're gonna come through and assure you and guide you back to where you need to be. And you come through here, we're gonna affirm you. We're gonna love you. Well, I'm a one-woman show, like I said, the Black Martha. I'm gonna take my time.
Black Martha in the game. Y'all see it, man.
In the game.
But see, it's not just, look, when people come here, it's not just a business, it's not just a transaction, it's truly an experience. You know what I'm saying? It's not, and that's why I think it's unique. It's not really a whole lot of people doing what you do.
All the way.
I
want to take it further, man. I want to be able to house women, men, do the whole weekend, come through, relax, let your worries go, let your problems go, and just look at yourself in a whole other light. And I believe in, if I can't go to the party, bring the party to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I may not, God promises promises things to us, but everybody ain't meant to be a millionaire. Yeah. Everybody ain't meant to be a billionaire. Everybody ain't gonna live a luxurious life. So I feel
does
like
not mean you can't be happy though.
Right. So I'm definitely a person that you create your happiness within, right with what you have and where you at. And so with the eccentric photography, that helps me take my mind away from the hard work. So I could take a photo of me and put me somewhere totally different.
And I see that, and I seen one of your posts. It must be fun being your homegirl, because I seen one of your posts. Because I know you be having parties. I know y'all. Y'all go parties over here, because this is the spot right here. Okay.
We sip on margaritas.
I seen one. I seen one. I don't know how many of y'all it was, but y'all looked like y'all was having a whole lot of fun. It was like blue and red. It may have been some red lights. It may have been some blue lights.
Oh yeah.
It could have been a red light special. I'm just saying. It was blue in there. The drinks was going, man. Y'all was all having fun. I said, man. I gotta see what she's about, man.
He said, man,
I gotta see this.
Lights.
I gotta get her on there. It was. I think it may have been blue. You be having different.
I have all different
You know what
types
I'm
of
saying?
lights.
You have all kind of different lights.
I have all types of lights, and the lights.
And it's like, man, it's like they got their own club up in that thing, man. I said, man.
Bring the party to you. We could go from bright light blue, you know, or we could go to dark blue skin. The lights create an energy. And create an energy.
It look, I don't know what kind of energy, but it looked like it was fun. I understand that you sell apparel as well.
Yes, I do. I sell lingerie. I sell bathing suits. I sell lock oils. I sell lock socks.
I saw the sock. I'm definitely
yes,
copying one too, by the way.
Thank you, man.
I'm
I create the
copying
lock
too.
socks. All around, I just believe in getting paid off these holidays. There we go.
Look here, the hands, if they gonna work for somebody, they might as well work for you.
Right, they might as well.
We talked about everything,
we did,
but we talked about locks, we talked about eccentric photography, you know what I'm saying? You get affirmed when you come up in here. It don't matter whether you're a man or you're a woman, you know what I'm saying? This is like a one-stop thing right here, man. You know what I'm saying? Come up in here, get your locks done, you know what I'm saying? Be affirmed, come shoot you a little shoot, be fresh, you know what I'm saying? Come out feeling like a new person.
Come out.
So if someone's looking to be affirmed in Wye Nott Studios by Wye Nott, where can they find you?
You can go to Wye Nott Studios on Instagram, Wye Nott Studio. You can Google Wye Nott Studios. On your Google, it's going to lead you to my YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat. I'm on LinkedIn. Heloness is going to link you to anything. Just type in WYENOTT Studios, and it's going to lead you right to your girl.
Y'all see what it is, man. Y'all see it, man.
Anyhow.
I'm in the studio, you know what I'm saying?
Anyhow,
in this thing, you feel me? I pulled up, okay? You know what I'm saying? Pulled up, you know what I'm saying? Set up everything. We got the lights going. Y'all see what it is, man. I appreciate you having me on here, you know what I'm saying? Big Wayne 918, y'all see it. Don't forget, like, and don't just like and share my videos. Like, share, follow me. Like and share Wye Nott. She's on YouTube.
Come on over here.
Like and share both of us.
Come on, we're gonna give the love back. Cause soon it's gonna send us a notification, and we're gonna hit the heart, and we're gonna be like, good looking now.
We gonna say that, you know what I'm saying? We answer all that.
And if you got something you need to share, we're gonna share it too on all platforms.
And don't, you know, you see us. Don't just talk about it, man. Put it in the comments, okay? We need the algorithms, okay?
We need it all.
We need all that.
All of it. Take your time too. You don't have to rush.
Alright, so. Man, appreciate it, man. Y'all stay up, for sure.